just read and read and read. I probably read 5 to 6 hours a day.
Reading makes a person smart, and a smart person can definitely become a billionaire. Mr. Warren Buffett himself said that he just sits in his office and reads all day. In this video, we will learn about 10 books that Warren Buffett recommends reading to become a successful investor. Book number 1, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This book is Mr. Buffett's absolute favorite book, and the book is so popular that it is also considered the holy grail for investing. Now, this is Warren Buffett's favorite book because it is this book that inspired him to embark on his investing journey. The book is essentially about value investing. In simple terms, value investing is all about picking a stock which is underestimated in the stock market, but it has the potential to perform better in the long run. Although this book is valuable for both experienced and novice investors, it is more beneficial for beginners, as the book covers some core topics that you need to be aware of before beginning any investment. Book number 2, Poor Charlie's Almanac: The Wit and Wisdom of Charles Munger. This is a special book for Warren Buffett. This is because Charlie Munger is not only the vice president of Berkshire Hathaway, but also a longtime business partner and close friend of Mr. Buffett. When it comes to Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett has also said that I can see, he can hear, we make a great combination. So, Charlie's book contains all the valuable lessons and investment tips that will help people like you and me become better investors. If you want to learn from the billionaire himself, then getting his book and educating yourself about his investing strategies would be the best decision to make. Book number 3, The Outsiders by William Thorndike. The book talks about the journey of 8 CEOs who achieved success without following conventional wisdom and who believed in their gut instincts. And as you probably know, the stock market is extremely unpredictable, and relying on your gut instincts is one of the traits of bullish investors. In the book, the author also lays an important focus on capital allocating strategies of the 8 CEOs. It is interesting to note that the book has a whole chapter dedicated to Warren Buffett, and this makes it another reason why Mr. Buffett recommends this book for investors, as he has full faith in his own investing strategies. So, if you want to learn about the investment strategies of Warren Buffett and other successful investors, you should definitely read this book. Book number 4, The Most Important Thing: Uncommon Sense for the Thoughtful Investor by Howard Marks. Warren Buffett reviewed this book as being a wise and witty book for investors looking to avoid investing pitfalls. Fundamentally, the book talks about the concept and importance of understanding risk when deciding on which investments to make. It offers great advice for both experienced and new investors. Another great thing about this book is that it also sheds light on investor psychology, and this is very handy when it comes to understanding how the stock market works. Book number 5, Business Adventures: 12 Classic Tales from the World of Wall Street by John Brooks. This book is Bill Gates' favorite business book, and on one occasion, when Warren Buffett asked Bill Gates about his favorite book, Bill Gates recommended this book to Warren Buffett. Not surprisingly, Warren Buffett read the book, and since then, the book has also become one of his recommended books. As the title of the book suggests, it is not a single story, but it is a compilation of a number of stories that focus on many areas in the business world and the stock market as well. The stories in the book are from past times, but they are as relevant today as they were in the past. And we must never forget the saying, which says all is gold. Book number 6, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle. John Bogle was an American investor and founder of the Vanguard Group. Mr. Bogle is best known for creating the first index fund, and under his leadership, the Vanguard Group has turned into one of the largest investing companies in the US. Warren Buffett is an avid admirer of John Bogle's book, and he often talks about the lessons he learned from this book at Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting to shareholders. Fascinating enough, the lessons shared by John Bogle in the book aligns perfectly with Warren Buffett's own investing strategies. The book mostly encourages value investing for building long-term wealth, and it has also some chapters dedicated to asset allocation and retirement investing. Book number 7, Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits by Philip Fisher. Philip Fisher is one among the influential investors of all time. Even though his book has been around since 1958, his investment philosophies are still admired today, and they're replicated by many modern investors. And not unlikely, these investors have achieved success in the stock market. Warren Buffett once said in an interview that, "I sought out Philip Fisher after reading his book, Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. When I met him, I was as impressed by the man as by his ideas." A full understanding of the business obtained by using Phil's techniques enables one to make intelligent investment commitments. Book number 8, Where Are the Customers' Yachts? By Fred Shred. Mr. Fred Shred is a glaring example of how, even after meeting with failures, you can still be successful. Fred was a trader on Wall Street, but the stock market crash of 1929 depleted his wealth. Later, this incident inspired him to write his book, Where Are the Customers' Yachts?, to depict the investment culture on Wall Street. What is amazing about this book is that Fred Shred uses humor and wit to deliver investment knowledge. Warren Buffett said that this book is the funniest one ever written on investing. So, if you're looking for a humorous yet valuable read on investment, you should definitely read this book. Book number 9, Essays in Persuasion by John Keyes. John Keyes was an influential economist, and his ideologies greatly influenced macroeconomics and the economic policies of the world. His book, Essays in Persuasion, is a collection of articles and letters which cater to both economic subjects and financial matters, and even political discussions. Keynesian economic thinking, particularly inflation and unemployment, and how these two affect the economy, are important principles discussed in the book. John also used his book to predict the economic fluctuations, which were to plague the European and US economies, and also devised strategies to prevent the impending depression. Even though the book sounds complex, it is written in fairly simple terms, and it is easy for everyone to understand. Book number 10, The Clash of the Cultures, Investment versus Speculation by John Bogle. Earlier too, we discussed another book of John Bogle, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, and so it becomes pretty clear that Mr. Bogle is among one of Warren Buffett's favorite authors. Warren Buffett talked about this book in his 2012 letter at Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting. The Clash of the Cultures is a great book on long-term investing. It explains in simple terms, using the help of statistical data, why index investments they provide superior returns in the long run. Warren Buffett has always advocated index investing, and if you feel that passive investment is the investing strategy that suits you best, then you should definitely read this one. If you found great value from this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can learn more about the investing strategies of millionaires, so that you too can become a millionaire. Until next time, take care.